So here we go, my friends. Here we go, here we go. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining me. I am here with you on my renewed Facebook page once again as Zsuzsanna Medium. And I tell you what, it's such an exciting thing to be back on Facebook. Facebook, thank you very much for allowing my page being back. Although this is not original page, but then here we go. We are not falling, we are not stopping, we are not going to change anything. So we are just starting again, like I started about 4 years ago. Is it 4 years ago? Good 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I don't know, but here we go. So we are back on Facebook. Now, this is the very first time you are here. I am Zsuzsanna Medium, and I am a spiritual medium, also a psychic, mind you, everybody's psychic, but that is my passion, talking about anything and everything spiritual and everything related to spiritual being, spiritual living, and how we are manifesting or using or doing onto those skills what we are learning from our spiritual practices. And then it's that not just I am doing readings, but then empowering you to tap into your own spiritual abilities, be it your intuition, your psychic, mediumistic, healing abilities, and also speaking and public speaking, and your confidence boosting, and really stepping into your power, and stop hiding altogether, and stop procrastinating and all those things. So, but then you see, if you have been watching all my other shows, conversations, we always have some really interesting, insightful spiritual conversations, interviews, questions, ponderings, wonderings about the wonderful various things. So this is really why this page is again back. I was really thinking of whether I should start another Zsuzsanna Medium page after the other one, a lovely community that got lost somehow last August. But then we are not stopping. We are not stopping because every single one of us, and this is this is lesson one here. Every single one of us has some kind of talent and gift and mission, and our one and only purpose in life is to step into that and stop denying it altogether. Stop denying whoever is saying something about all those things. But then you step into your mission. If you really feel that this is resonating with you in your heart, and every day when you wake up and you feel that energy in your heart that I need to do something about it, I cannot be quiet about it, I need to start something about my passion, anything, then it means that you definitely need to do something with your passion. And then you need to step into your own power and stop procrastinating. Now, interestingly, if you have been watching my conversations, I love talking to people. I love the microphone. I love the stories, everything. But then even just now coming to Facebook and starting this conversation after all those very, very long months, I tell you what, now it's March, beginning of March 24. And the last time I was here, I think it was August, somewhere at the beginning of August 23. So quite a few many months to be back here on Facebook. So it's really, I thought my reflection was, am I going to start? Because I've been saying it to myself the last 3 weeks. Now today you need to do it. Of course you can do it. You have done it all so many times. You had your radio shows, not just one, but you had 2 radio shows. You have done all the various things and helped people and had lovely conversations, and people are on your list and waiting list and all those things. And why are you stopping yourself and why are you not doing it? And I said to myself, now tonight, Monday, the 10th of March 24, we don't have any agenda to talk about or any objective in that sense, but then just really bringing forward that this page is alive. And oh my goodness me, I am alive. Of course I am alive. And my mission has not changed. In fact, it made everything even stronger. Things can go very easily, fluently, smoothly for a lot of us, a lot of you out there. But then when life pushes you or tosses you a little bit, and it means that you need to be a little bit quiet, it means that certain things need to go out of your life, people and situations and resources need to go out of your life, because now you need to focus on one thing because you haven't figured out something before, and now this is what we are doing to you, taking away your pages and your community, and and I don't know what else. But then, so that you sit down and reflect on your life. So I had a lot of reflection, I'll tell you. But then the most important thing is not what I have been reflecting on, not those kind of things, but then the thing, and this is our lesson one, that if you feel that there is something really urgently important for you, you are doing something every single day, you are doing something which is going to take you forward a little bit, just a touch, a little bit closer to your aim. And whatever your aim is, depending on you, the type of mission or business or conversation you have, success can come very quickly and can go very quickly. People knowing your conversations that can come very quickly. Well, you know, it's like you build, you work at it, you have to work at it, but it can be taken away at any time. We cannot really attach ourselves to any kind of one-page social media page or anything on internet really. But then we need to be able to reflect on the what's and then the why's and who's and no's and all those things before we reflect and before we really sink into our energy that am I really identifying myself with one page? Am I identifying myself, yourself, and I'm talking about yourself? Are we identifying ourselves with our aims and successes and communities and conversations? Because if we are, when it is taken away, then the whole world around us and inside us might very easily just crumble into pieces. And then if you are not careful, it can crumble to very small pieces. And then it can put you into all different other types of conversation. But then if this is a very, very yummy conversation, if your original conversation, if your original mission is about truth and it's very clear, it means it's going to be there. You just reflect upon your experience that, okay, right now you are going through something, but then it doesn't mean that you cannot start again. It doesn't mean that the new opportunities are not there. It doesn't mean that the new day is not going to be there for you to start something. Start anew, start from scratch. Maybe there is something different you need to experience this time around. That is actually what I've been thinking about really. Maybe my whole conversation on any platform about spiritual conversations, there might be very different from what we had before. And actually I know what I'm talking about. I'm feeling the energy while I'm talking about this. I will talk about that one as well. So it's not that important right now, but here we go. So lesson number one is when you feel in your heart that something is really important and urgent, and then calling you and resonating with you, then you are there, you are showing up, and then you are giving a little go at it. You set things up. Right now the whole setup is not perfect because the whole background is not perfect. The lighting is not as sharp. The camera might be a little bit lower than how I would like to have it. Maybe my lips are not working together with the voice, so that it might be a little delay. But then my computer is talking about something is too low there. So that all these things might be there, but then we are not stopping. We are not doing anything else. We are actually turning up. We are turning up. No, one important thing, actually, this is what I'm going to do, since it is Monday the 10th of March, so we got a lesson, okay? So in your heart, if you feel, my lovely friend, that something is really resonating and really calling you, but for some reason you have not done much about that, then do me a favor, promise me that this week you are taking that calling on. You do something about that. Every single day you do 5 minutes, 10 minutes. This conversation is not going to be a long conversation because I tend to go onto my other channels to have those people as well. But then here we are right now on Facebook. So your conversation is this week between the 10th and the 17th of March 2024. You are pausing and then you are listening to your own calling, and every single day you do something about it, something to give, giving energy to it. Give energy, give a thought, not just thought, action. So action. So this week is about action, okay, not just thinking, because you have done the thinking. I know you have been doing the thinking and you might not have done anything about that, but this week is about actions. So let me know how it is going to resonate with you, what actions you are taking about around your mission, the mission which helps you wake up in the morning, makes you buzz, makes you think all the time, makes you go into that little tent, little bundle of energy when life is maybe too busy or too boring, but then that energy is there for you, and then it's at the back of your mind. It's not going anywhere. It's not letting you off the hook. Okay, just take it. The spirit is really trying to shake you up, trying to guide you, trying to show you something. Excuse me, my nose is itching here. Okay, so here we go. This week we are taking actions, and today is Monday the 10th of March. So here we go. Taking actions. The camera might be a little bit, or the light might be a little bit, I don't know, wobbly here, but here we go. I hope you can hear me. Now I'm going to bring you three cards using the John Holland Oracle deck cards. It's very general energy, so just feel it. Today's one actually falling. Choose wisely, choose wisely, because what I wanted to say, I have three cards. We are going to choose one. And this one is coming through, okay? Choose wisely within your own situation. Choose wisely. What are the people? What are the situations? Where are the situations? Where are the conversations? Who are or which are important? And they are going to help you to get forward, get closer, just a little bit closer every single day, just a little bit closer to the clarifying your aim, stepping into your mission, giving energy to that, creating new conversations, setting up things around that. So let me know how everything is there for you. Okay, so choose one number. I'm going to give you three cards. Okay, choose one number and then take it today and for the rest of the week here. Take it as a guidance for yourself and meditate on the keywords or the messages what you are going to get here. Okay, so here we go. Now here we go. So number one, okay, number one, if you are choosing number one, obstacles and challenges. So if you are choosing number one, your card is talking about this, the obstacles and challenges. And then while I'm looking at, it's not going, it might not be very, very clear, so I do apologize that I will take another picture of this one after this conversation. But then what might look very frightening, what might look very dark, what might look very closed here. Okay, you see what might look very closed and in the middle. What might just look or feel or sense something. It might not mean that it is how you approach it. Okay, that is my very first instinct with this card. And also I'm noticing I am being careful. You know, like how we were saying. Take a little step, take a little toe, push your toe a little bit forward, just a tiny action each time, and then settle in that energy. Even here, I will not be taking the next step, but I'm settling into the energy, making sure that the decision, the energy, the thinking, what I'm bringing into my conversation is based on my truth, based on balance, based on alignment, based on the really being in alignment with my mission. Okay, because the sparkles, the energies will pop up from time to time, so they are giving us that notion that time is not stopping, energy is not stopping, and we are continually evolving. And if you feel right now you've got these challenges, you've got obstacles in front of you, it doesn't mean that they are going to be there tomorrow, they are going to be there in 2 or 5 days time. There might be changing, the situation, the energy around them might be changing, and even your perception around them might be changing, could be changing, will be changing, may be changing. So do not panic if you are facing obstacles right now. Take a step back, pause, breathe into those things, relax as much as you can, and like I always say, put your hand on your heart, the other one on your tummy. Put your hand on your heart and then feel the energy. What do I need to know? What do I need to understand? Okay, and then you will have a different insight, a different piece of wisdom is coming to you, the clarity altogether. Okay, so that's going to be there for you. as well. So that is for number 1. Okay, now number 2, if you are choosing number 2, I'm choosing the top of the cards. If you're choosing number 2, victory and success, what Spirit says, yes, it's Monday, don't rush into things. That is coming up, the victory and success is coming up. But then even if you have a tiny one, celebrate, but then you know it's not the end, because a lot of people are, oh, I'm celebrating here, look at me, here, 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 and then we are losing sight of the big picture. And then we might be losing and missing opportunities, sites, conversations. We might be missing out on certain conversations, overhearing certain things. So yes, celebrate what is coming up, celebrate what you have achieved up to this point, even if it's something small. But then take it that this is just only one piece in the big picture of your own creation. And it's also, this card is beautiful because it also reminds all of us, regardless of what card you are choosing today, that celebrating ourselves, celebrating our successes, reflecting and reflecting upon those successes, reflecting on how we got here, who the people were, those things. That's important. Being grateful about things is also very important. So this is number 2. Celebrate, but at the same time see that everything is part of the big picture, and it means that you are not going to stop, because tomorrow you might be the one who has the challenges and then the big question marks, but then you know that you will work through your way, work it through, and then you will end up with another level of success, and then just keep going. This is what we are doing exactly. This one particular conversation is about that. We had the level of successes because we had beautiful conversations before, but then something happens, and now we are taking one step. And of course, I'm going to celebrate after this little chat, just by celebrating that, my goodness me, I actually pressed the button. So that was a big mini achievement here as well. Okay, so here we go. Considering how much I love doing the whole thing. But here we go. Number 3. If you are choosing number 3, moving on. There are situations, my goodness me, everyone's lives. We have people, we have situations, we have jobs, we have communities where we feel that actually, you know what, I have done everything. I served my time. You tried everything, you approach the situations and people from all different angles, and then you feel, you know what, I think I better use my time and resources, my whole life somewhere else. But Spirit says, don't hesitate. True that you are reflecting, true that you are learning, reflecting on your experiences up to this point. You are learning about yourself, and of course you are grounded before you open the door, because when you open the door, the light, and then all the, what are the things flying? The leaves, the light is, anyway, whatever they are flying here on the card, you see that it is, we are stepping into the light, you know. Moving on, change, shift of energy. Where is the camera? Moving on, the change, the shift of energy has been always part of our life. Nothing stays the same, and you are just going to embrace it. You are going to embrace it, and then dealing also with the emotional impact. Moving on, my goodness me, we are not stopping with anything. So I tell you, it's quite interesting because we have had 3 cards. Oh, I lost the other one, but here we go. We have had 3 cards. Even if I put the 3 cards next to each other, we have the challenges. The number 1 was the challenges, and how we are facing and what we are doing, and knowing that there are challenges now. The solution comes when we are stepping back, reflecting, checking everything, and taking another go. Look at it, looking at it from a different angle, start working at it differently, rephrasing our words and conversations. Because what is the problem right now? It might not be, or not maybe, or it will not be a problem tomorrow. And also how we are wording our conversations, how we are wording what words, what language we are using to describe that situation. Moving on, that was number 3. So when we feel that we need to move on from one situation which does not serve us, situation, people, conversations, fair enough. We are not staying there just to spend another week or month or year to reflect, but we have the right and we can choose to move on, especially when we feel that we have moved, we have grown, we have become more aware. Of course, others are growing and they are becoming aware or more aware, but then this is part of life that we are taking the next step, and sooner or later somebody is going to move on. And then if you are the one within your own life, within your business, within your family life, then be that energy, step into that power. And then again, the second card was, now it's a different order now, second card was celebrating success, celebrate your success, celebrate, but at the same time Spirit says, fair enough, you are celebrating, but then remember this is just one piece of the big puzzle, and then you are going to, the following day, tomorrow, you are going to look into the next challenge, the next situation, you work through, then you move on, and then you celebrate, and then starts again. So how wonderful that really life of, the circle of life is never stopping, and we are very much part of it, whichever stage we are riding on right now. So I hope it really made sense to you, lovely friends. It's been quite an interesting conversation. And then on the last card, the bottom of the deck is the light, and then of course the light and the blessing is always with us, because this is a spiritual channel. So this card is really reminding us that of course we are always surrounded by light. We are always surrounded by love and protection and guidance and wisdom and healing and positive nudges, or maybe sometimes a little bit more forceful. Now you have to stop, you don't cross the road, angelic guidance, but then the light, that purity, the highest frequency is always there for every single one of us we are surrounded by. And we just need to remember, because we can be so much in our physical, earthy, human reality that we forget about that. We very much forget about that. And then what Spirit says, here we go. We just give you one more card. It's about light, and just remember spiritual realms. And of course, your loved ones in the spiritual community, a spiritual realm, they are very much there for you as well. And it just takes one very, very quiet pause, tiny breath, breathing in, breathing out, or just literally putting your focus onto them. And then we are present to their guidance and then healing energies. So that was also a little reminder here. So my lovely friends, this week is about actions, taking actions. If you have been procrastinating, if you have been not doing anything about your heart, your soul's calling, then I want to hear, and I must hear about what actions you have taken, even if it's just a tiny little bit, but then you have started taking actions. Because if you do that, then there will be some kind of outcome. You are shifting an energy. You are changing the course of the events, the course of the energy around you, in your mind, in your heart. And even just following the next hour, you will feel something, you will notice something comes into your attention, and or even tomorrow or the next day, and we've got 7 days to really play this out. Okay, so let me know how it resonated with you. It was just absolute joy to be back here on my Facebook page. I really appreciate those 4 people who are liking and following my pages, very true friends, and following the ones who are following. And I will really love to hear from more of you. So wherever you are, if you feel this resonated with you, even if the technicalities are a little bit wobbly, but here we go, we will improve on that. I normally take my Facebook recordings on my phone, which is much sharper, but then today I wanted to try something else. So here we go, we try that one. Technicalities are not going to these little hiccups are not going to stop us. The message is more important. So if you did not like what you were seeing here, or how technicalities were, I hope you were hearing the conversations, because the voice has been, the messages have been even more important here. So here we go. That was quite an interesting conversation. It will be available. So it's here on my Facebook page, Zsuzsanna Medium, the new page 2024. It will be there on my YouTube page, again, Zsuzsanna Medium. We'll see if we can have it on TikTok maybe. And then also if I can create a podcast out of it, that will be available on my Podbean page, and we will see where it goes afterwards. So here we go. I really appreciate you are here. I would love you to follow the page, so that the algorithm can help me to build up my page. I don't know how, it's not that how many people will be there. I know people are, I remember back then I was counting the numbers as well, but then really the energy is really just how you feel, where you feel your energy need to be, where you need to position yourself, what you need to do with that. And then regardless of your depending on your conversation, on your business, on your passion, then you will have people joining you. Next time we will set up something so that I will be doing live readings. I've been doing more live readings on my TikTok page. Go on to TikTok and find me, Zsuzsanna Medium. You might find another 10 or 15 alternate pages, but then find the one where you can catch me live, So here we go, my lovely friends. Thank you very much for being here. I'm sending you lots of love, many blessings, and share the page. Feel free to share the page. Feel free to bring others onto the page. And just one more reminder, I am not DMing anybody, not sending any message to anybody, asking anything. If you want to have contact, you can find me always as Zsuzsanna Medium, ZSUZSANNA medium.com, or ZSUZSANNA medium.com. You can find me there, and get in touch by sending an email to hello@zsuzannamedium.com. In the Zsuzsanna Medium, you can find whichever page you are looking at or listening to. You can find the correct spelling there. So I would love to hear from you. And next time it is going to be a live conversation, and then get ready with your questions, and I would love to hear from you as well. So here we go. And then also, if you have any questions you want me to talk about, those kind of things, just let me know, and we'll see where we are going from here. So here we go. Facebook, thanks for allowing me to be here. Here we go. So sending you lots of love, many blessings, and have a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. And today it's been the Monday, the 10th of March. Nope, 11th of March. Monday, the 11th of March, 2024. So here we go. Signing off, my lovely ones, and voila. Here we go. Chat soon.